Harris starts off.
So, Trevor, how's your night?
So far, so good.
I know we're going to get into the personal stuff, and I want to do that, but I want to talk about the offensive line because that looked like a friggin' masterpiece painted by them tonight. Was it?
Yeah, I don't think I took a single hit. I could have not wear shoulder pads.
Have you seen them play that well at all this season? I mean, was this like the perfect storm at the perfect time for them?
Yeah, and they were awesome. We were able to run the football. They pass pro'd well, and but we talk all year about pass protection. Run game is a 12 and even sometimes a 13-man job. They brought some funky blitzes, played some coverages, and hid their coverages really, really well, and spot dropped our intermediates. And so it was kind of just about being patient and trying to just take what they gave us. And they did a great job up front, but we made sure that our receivers were sight adjusting. We got rid of the ball when we were hot, and they protected their butts off all night. And yeah, we won.
Now the personal. Gorilla's gone. The Gorilla's gone. I mean, talk to us about that. You told us, doesn't matter that stuff. I mean, we've got a game to play. We got to win, but at level. Was it on your shoulders a little bit, that big gorilla?
I think it's something that the media is going to talk about, with he can't win the big one, but I feel like I've done that my whole life, is perform in big moments. I've had some bigger games and playoff games, but this is a total team effort, man. Our defense stood on their head all night. Teams flipped the field for us with that kickoff return to start the second half. And, our defense created turnovers, and, we stayed on the field a little bit to kind of milk clock to help them out a little bit, to put some pressure on them, and we got it done. And I'm just grateful to be a part of this team. For us to start out 12-4 and be able to kind of rest the last couple weeks and go into the playoffs rested. And that's really what this is about, is, not really worrying about anything other than winning in this third Sunday in November. And we did it, and these guys are looking forward to celebrating this Grey Cup as well.
Trevor, it looked like you were trying to figure out what Noelthorpe was doing early on and then really settled into a rhythm kind of getting into the second quarter and especially the second half. What were you seeing and trying to adjust to?
Yeah, they did a good job really mixing up their coverages and keeping people low to their blitz side, and they kept us guessing in terms of how they were going to play their coverages, and they did a really good job of spot dropping underneath to the low routes and really depth dropping to our intermediates. And so I think you saw me kind of flipping sides of the field that I was trying to read and kind of trying to cancel concepts and get back. But they did a really good job of leveling those things and then driving from the top down. And so it took us just a little bit to kind of find our rhythm. And once we did, I knew it was just a matter of time before we'd start, blowing the lid off. But obviously we left some plays out there, as always. It's tackle football, pro football. They're very, very good defense, and couldn't have more respect for Thorpe as a D coordinator. And but yeah, we got it done, and Mark Mueller's the man.
You want to send a thank you card to KB and Ento?
What for?
Dropping the pick six.
You think it was a drop? And you think he batted it down?
Touche. Call it a bat down.
Rob, go ahead.
Trev, how do you describe this moment? You've won a championship. You're flanked by two of your sons. How do you put all of this into words right now?
It's a dream moment. I was out there on the field. It was just like, is this real? It just doesn't feel real. And but yeah, I'm just thankful. All praise and honor goes to Jesus Christ. I'm truly, truly grateful that I get to serve Him, and He's kind of brought me to this point in my life, and I get to be on a stage where I get to talk about Him and what He's done for me in my life and for my family, and I'm just truly, truly grateful to be here in this moment, to be here in front of you guys, and to be able to play football in this beautiful country with this beautiful fans across the league, and obviously for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, who I'm really, really grateful each and every day that I get to get up and be the quarterback here.
How do you put into words what this means for the organization and for the province?
Yeah, you could kind of feel the weight of, like, everybody keeps saying, you've only won four, and you see your fans online, like, defending the team, and they're like, you guys only have 4 Grey Cups. Well, now we have 5. And I'm sure they'll say, well, now you only have 5, but we've won the most recent one. So there you go.
Congrats, Trevor. I have a question for your kids, though.
Yeah.
What did you think of your dad's game today, and is it past your bedtime?
Very past my bedtime, but I want to stay up because we just won one of the greatest, the thing that all of CFL players dream of.
What do you think?
We're the champs. We're the champs.
That's good. That's good. I might say something wild here.
Thanks, Trevor.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about the play of Sam Amelis tonight and just the big impact that he obviously had on this game.
Yeah, I've been, since as soon as I came here, we talked about the guys that we kind of had in the receiving core, and I remember a few days into camp, I was like, hey, 19 is different. This guy's really, really good. And, he's just continued to impress each and every day, and I think it's about time people put some respect on his name. He hadn't made the TSN top 50 like ever, which is ridiculous. But I hope he starts to get some respect he deserves. And I said he's a future Hall of Famer, and I mean that. And I think you're just going to see him stack year after year after year, being a tremendous football player in this league. And I'm super grateful that I've got the chance to play with him and be his quarterback. And it's truly an honor.
What is so special about this receiving core? We see, teams often have like 1 or 2 guys that they rely on, and that's what they do. But it just seems every week you just seem to pick a guy almost at random to be a 100-yard receiver.
Kind of just what the defense dictates where the ball goes, and I've always kind of been that way throughout my career. Is I'm never going to force the ball to a player. I let coverage and voids and zones and leverage and man dictate where the ball goes, and it's kind of served me well. And I kind of just have always just kind of been that way. So. Yeah, our receiving core has just done nothing but step up all year. It was talked about how deep we were, and then we lost Sam and Shafe, which 2 of our big guys. And what happened? Keyshawn, Dante stepped up, and then Tommy Neal emerges throughout the middle of the year, middle part of the year rather, and then Dante and Keyshawn kind of got nicked up, and then Sam and Shafe are back, and Shafe is playing not at 100%. But the guy just continues to make tough catch after tough catch, and he's so good after the catch, and Sam is back, and Sam is Sam. And, Dante was playing through an injury this playoff run as well, and we just had guys continue to step up. They have a standard and a culture, and they hold each other to that standard.
Last question, Justin.
Trevor, there was a lot of talk about Montreal coming into the game, Davis Alexander with his perfect 13-0 record. Did the Riders use that as competitive fuel, as if you weren't getting enough respect?
If you need extra motivation for this game, I think you got something wrong with you. That's why I never mind saying, like last week, I think, it was my 8th question I got asked about a player, and I just said, I'm not here to talk about him. It's our time. If bulletin board material motivates you at this point in the year, in the West Final or the Grey Cup, then you're not giving your all anyway. So, I've never really concerned myself too much with that, and I feel like our better is better than everybody else's better. So, there it is. Thank you, guys. God bless.
Corey? How do you describe what has happened today?
I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful these guys get to experience this because we talk about deserving, right? More than deserving. But you got to go out there and earn it. They did that with conviction. We knew this is exactly who we expected to be, and we are indeed that, and that is awesome.
Sam, to win a championship, and not only to do that, but in the manner that you did, the way you played tonight, what does that mean to you?
I know coming into this game, I was about to give everything I had for the coaching side of Coach Mace, the players around, the whole organization. And, yeah, man, like I get more motivation playing for other people, my teammates and the coaching. So I knew they was about to have everything out of me, and we earned it.
Samuel, on a eu l'impression que tout fonctionnait pour votre attaque. Est-ce que tu l'as vu un peu comme ça, toi aussi?
Répète la question.
On a vu que tout fonctionnait pour votre attaque. C'est un peu le feeling qu'on a eu. Est-ce que sur le terrain, c'était ça aussi pour vous?
Ouais, bon, on a eu quelques drives où on était un peu, on a eu quelques second and out, des two and out, but on savait que on devait garder le pied sur la pédale. Puis en fin de match, on essayait le plus possible de garder le ballon dans les mains pour tuer le temps. Puis on savait que notre défense allait step up. So, et c'est ça qui est arrivé, meilleure défense de la Ligue. Et ils l'ont prouvé ce soir.
Samuel, tu étais calme toute la semaine. Ton quart arrière te dit que tu allais devenir un Hall of Famer. Plus tard, tellement que tu es talentueux. Là, tu l'as ta bague maintenant. Comment tu vis ça en dedans présentement?
C'est un sentiment que j'ai la misère à exprimer pour le moment. Je suis encore sur le choc un peu. Et ouais, puis Trevor Harris, c'est le meilleur quarterback avec qui jouer. Puis je suis tellement content de jouer avec lui. Puis j'aimerais ça qu'il joue une autre année. Mais ouais, on l'a fait. On a réussi.
Ton entraîneur aussi est beaucoup dans cette belle histoire de victoire aussi.
Non, c'est sûr. Coach Mace, depuis le début du camp d'entraînement, on savait comme but, c'était de gagner la Coupe Grey. On savait qu'on devait travailler fort. Puis quand on a un coach comme ça, qui a de l'expérience, puis qui nous pousse à chaque jour, c'est toujours facile de jouer pour lui.
Merci.
Coach, the challenge. Nice, huh? I mean, usually you think of coaches trying to save that challenge for maybe a critical moment late in the game, but you threw it early, and that was a big turning point.
Yeah, you know, I saw it live, and you know, I go upstairs just to double check. You know, sometimes you want to let emotions get the best of you, but he was early, so it made sense for us right there. We knew we get that ball on the one. Tommy Stevens is pretty good at his job, and it all worked out. But that was just, you know, that was just a culmination of even getting down there. You know what I mean? These guys, I can't say enough about the offense, and this kid here is unbelievable football player.
I want you to talk about the offensive line a little bit too, if you will, because and Trevor said it. He had a pretty clean pocket most of the time. He was able to climb it. That unit was fantastic.
Look, you know, coming into this year and a little bit of last year, you know, a lot of those guys, you know, came back. I think people looked at it as a weakness for our team. You know, we were battle tested, you know, last year, and a lot of those guys got meaningful reps. Coming into this year, you know, had a little bit more continuity. Guys got injured and then fought their way back. You know, Tate, Collins was out there, I mean, battling through. Honestly, man, we had a few guys that probably don't play week to week. They weren't going to miss this for their brothers. To me now, that position is one of strength. And shout out to Big Ed Harrison. You know, he put all that work in with those guys. But, you know, from Ferland to Yosh, the offensive line, I knew something was special. Offensive line came to Saskatchewan a week before camp started to watch film and work out together. Special group.
Coach, we showed Sam and some of your players some of your highlights from your playing days this week, specifically the celebrations. So I want to know, what kind of celebrations can we expect from you when you get back in that locker room and maybe later tonight?
Yeah, it's depends on what song's on, but they getting something. Look, this is the fun part. Is about what's going to happen in that locker room. Sam doesn't even know yet. So let's get him out of here pretty quick so he can go celebrate with his teammates. But that's going to be awesome.
Just Sam, comment tu te sens? J'ai manqué le début de la conférence, mais parle-nous un peu de tes émotions présentement là, que tu vis.
Ouais, comme j'ai dit tout à l'heure, je suis sans mots. J'ai la misère, je suis encore sous le choc un peu. J'ai la misère à réaliser que je suis un champion. Mais ça a toujours été un de mes buts, ça a toujours été un de mes rêves. Puis, ouais, man, c'est juste ça. Puis, je pourrais pas être plus content que ça arrive aujourd'hui avec la team, l'équipe qu'on a construite depuis vraiment 2 ans, depuis que Coach Mace est ici. Puis, ouais, les teammates incroyables. Puis, le fait que j'ai gagné contre Montréal aussi, première expérience, c'est quelque chose que je vais jamais oublier.
Merci.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Jason, thanks for doing this. I know that it's got to hurt like hell.
It does.
And I wonder, but what's the overriding emotion right now? Is it pride?
Look forward to next year.
Jason,
Look forward to next year.
Jason, it was the first loss for Davis in a tough moment. How have you seen his game?
I mean, he battled, I'll tell you that much. I mean, he gave everything he had to the very end, and that's what I'm very proud of him, because I know it was a tough week to prepare to even play, and he put it all on the line. He'll get better from this game. There's no doubt in my mind, and I can't imagine the amount of work he'll put in this offseason to be at his best for training camp next year. So I think this is just one of those games. It's not going to define him. It's just going to make him better.
Hey, Jason, just a follow-up maybe on Davis. Are you going to try to manage what he's going to be doing in the offseason in fear of him making too much maybe?
Well, I think we're all going to, not to say have a say in what he's going to do in the offseason, but we're going to definitely monitor and help him out every way we can, because these athletes, they're on their own for 6 months. We don't have them. And the PA doesn't allow us to have them very much. They can be in our building working out here and there, but it's not like we have programs set up for them. So we can do the things we need to do, and make sure we're up to date with what he is doing. And I think he learned a little something this offseason. I mean, it wasn't from anything but trying to do too much, probably. The guy wanted to be a franchise quarterback and do it and try to do as much as possibly ready for his first season with a lot of unknowns. You don't know what it's like to play a full season. Now he does, in some respects. So I think we'll all look at his off-season program and make sure he's at his absolute best coming back.
On Shea Patterson, what do you tell a guy like him? He's been reliable all season long. I mean, it's one play, but it's the worst time.
It is. It's the first time our offense has turned over the ball in the red zone all year. That's 23 games. We've never turned the ball over in the red zone, and we do it on 2nd and goal or 2nd and 2 from the 3-yard line. I mean, I never saw that coming. Just the expectation was to get the first down and score and go for a 2-point and tie it up. That's the whole expectation. I mean, what do you tell them? I mean, I know turnovers, we're not afraid to say it. We need to win the turnover margin every week. We know when we do that, we win. The last 2 playoff games we've lost, I think we're -9 in turnover margin. Yet both those games came down to last plays. So I know that's how strong our team is, but at the end of the day, you can't turn over the ball. And again, I know he'll feel bad about it. We try to tell him to keep your head up, because there is still game left. I mean, even though that happened, we still could have got a stop, went down there and scored and tied it back up. I mean, so it's one of those things you just got to keep playing. And I know it'll be tough on him because he's got 6 months to think about it. I wish we could go back to practice and play again next week so we wouldn't. But, you know, it happened. And, you know, got to give them credit for making the play first and foremost.
Jason, how difficult did that final drive become with the penalties that your team experienced?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things you definitely don't want them, you know, and it pushed us back a little bit. Obviously, it wasted some time doing that too. It's a bit frustrating when it's happening, but ultimately we did get an opportunity. It wasn't going to be easy to drive the field anyways with the time left. So anytime you can get a ball into the end zone and everybody's going up for it, I mean, I think you're happy with that, you know, starting where we did with the possession. But obviously you want to be clean on any possession, particularly when the game's on the line. So obviously we'll have to look at that and figure some things out. But, you know, it wasn't meant to be.
What did Saskatchewan's defense do tonight that made life so difficult for you guys?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they play the way they play, and it's a very difficult defense to go against. They have a great front seven. They have got different guys in the secondary that move around. They give you some things, but you got to earn them. And you know, I just think they play really good team defense. Bottom line, the windows seem to be open at times, and then they close quickly. And there's a number of guys in their coverages that you got to be able to see and manipulate. You know, I thought there were a couple things there that we didn't hit. You know, whether we didn't have time to or we just didn't hit them, which could have made that game a little bit different. But, you know, they've played that way all year, and they're great defense, and they're a great team. I mean, they finished it off with the cup. So you got to, again, my hat's off to them for doing that. It's a tremendous feat.
Do you have a last question?
I guess, Jason, that you were expecting at least one big play from your defense today. It didn't happen. KBO had a chance. The D-line wasn't able to get to Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, again, turnover margin. You'd like to be on the positive end of that, you know, and we weren't able to create a turnover. That one at the beginning of the game, though, I mean, when you look back, that's a big play that could have been made. It would have changed maybe the tide of the game. You just never know. There are a lot of game left to be played in that, but when a game comes down to what it did, you know, that one big play could have, but, you know, we didn't make it. And that's the end of the day, what needs to happen. When you win championships, you need to make play. And I can think back to several plays they made, you know, in their secondary or on their D-line or on their offense. They made plays throughout the game, and enough of them to win. And that's why, again, I give all my credit to them, and they're celebrating for a reason.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.